Hello everybody, welcome back to Steph's Movies and Music. I just got out of a Starship concert. The only original member that's left in Starship, unfortunately, is Mickey Thomas. Honestly, that's all you really need. Of course, Grace Slick left over 30 years ago now. 35 years, actually. 1989 is when she left. And so, which of course is a bummer, and she's let herself go. I don't think she's really performed. She's performed a couple times since then. Once again, it would be great if they had a couple other original members. Mickey Thomas and the drummer didn't get along in the late 80s, and one of them punched the other in the face so hard that they had to get facial surgery, reconstructive surgery, to make it back to where it was. I'm pretty sure the drummer is the one that did that. The drummer punched Mickey. I forget what the drummer's name is. He actually plays for Jefferson Starship now, which he was actually in the early 80s. And then he rejoins, I guess, after the falling out of him and Mickey. I don't know what that was, but that was uncalled for. I think it's a train, and they need to shut the fuck up. Don't you know a guy's trying to make a fucking video here? Anyway, I just wanted to say the concert was amazing. Mickey still has his vocal chops. To the T. I wouldn't be surprised if they didn't even lower any keys at all. Honestly, he is so good. I mean, of course, anybody could be using AI at this point, but I don't know. I mean, he did really good, and he's always been really, really, really good, even before all the craze of AI. So that leads me to believe that he probably doesn't use it. The only caveat about tonight is that the set list was a little bit underwhelming. They only did about 13 songs, I believe. Of course, Mickey Thomas was a part of Jefferson Starship from 1979 to, I believe, 84. And he was on a lot of their hits as well. So, he played, towards the end, actually their closing song was Find Your Way Back, which I believe went to number 28. Let's see, what did they play? They played Laying It on the Line. Which I believe is a Jefferson Starship song. Then they played Jane by Jefferson Starship, which was another one of their big hits that Mickey Thomas was there for. He sang lead vocals on. Once again, he absolutely killed it. And then they played Sarah, which again, everybody killed it, and which was a number one hit. Played, I believe, Wild Again, which was for the Cocktail soundtrack, the 80s movie, the Tom Cruise movie Cocktail. And that went to number 73. It's a welcome addition, once again, to their set list. And then they played Nothing's Gonna Stop Us Now, which is another number one. They did Somebody to Love and White Rabbit by Jefferson Airplane, which is stuff that it's like, maybe if they did like a, maybe if they did like a shortened version of that song, or of both of those songs, maybe. But honestly, I could really give or take those. I feel like they should really go, especially if you're only going to have a 13-song set list. Get rid of those two and put some more hits out there. This is a band that has 6 top 40 hits, and then some other deeper tracks that they could throw in there. They really should play all 6 of their hits, and then they should at least play Jane. They played Laying It on the Line, which again is a good one. And then they played, at the end, Find Your Way Back. Those 2 you should definitely have in there. So, and their 6 top 40s are Sarah, Nothing's Gonna Stop Us Now, It's Not Over Till It's Over, Tomorrow Doesn't Matter Tonight, We Built the City, It's Not Enough, which went to number 12. So yeah, that's 6 top 40s. They played 4 of those. They did not play It's Not Over Till It's Over, which was, again, a top 10 hit. And then they didn't play Tomorrow Doesn't Matter Tonight, which I believe went to like number 23 or something. But once again, when you're a band with kind of a limited catalog, once again, they lean in a little bit to the Jefferson Starship stuff, but on their own, they don't really have much in the way of a catalog. They have those 6 songs, and then they have a couple deep tracks. Beat Patrol would have been another welcome addition. That went to number 42 on the Hot 100. And, you know, I know there's more to a band than just their top 40 hits. I'm not saying that, you know, that they should only play their hits and that's all. I just think if a band only has 5 or 6 top 40s, and especially if they have even less than that, they should really play them all. So it is a bummer that they didn't do that, but it is what it is. I still had a great time. It started at 8. It's at a casino. I was in row H. What is that? Like this 8th or 9th row? I don't know. I brought my album here, and he actually saw me holding it up for one of his songs right before Nothing's Gonna Stop Us Now. I was holding it up, and he looked at it and he pointed at it and kind of smiled and was like, "We're about to do one of those, one of the songs from that album." I actually have a video of it that I'll put in here.
I got something for you from that album right there.
It seems like Mickey Thomas is kind of a talker, kind of a chatterbox, which I like. I like when people are chatterboxes. I know other people are annoyed by that. Speaking of chatterboxes, there was a lot of people in this concert, you know, in the audience, that were talking their fucking asses off. Even during music. It was really annoying. Why would you go to a concert? Like, there's this guy, like, you know, explaining certain songs to him while they're being played. Like, in the row behind me, he's explaining certain songs to the guy that he went with, just nerd talking, which is great. I support nerd talking. Do it after the show, okay? There's a time and a place. That's not the time. It's not the place. Shut the fuck up, okay? Anyway, I mean, you know, people could say the same for me. I record a bunch of concerts. So I'm probably just as annoying in my own way, to other people. So I guess I can't really talk that much about it. I'm going to put in, several clips of him singing Mickey Thomas. Everybody in the band brought their A game. It was great. And it's a bummer, once again, that even the guitarist isn't even original. He is a pretty cool guitarist. I believe he also tours with Winger and Giant and maybe a couple others. I don't know if he still goes with Giant. The guitarist's name, I'll put it on the screen. I forget what his name is, but he's recorded and toured with quite a few notable artists, mainly from the 80s. And so anyway, he saw the album, and then at the end of the show, after Find Your Way Back, I kind of went up to the stage, but it was kind of already too late, so I went back, and I was sitting next to I assume a couple. I wish I got their names, so therefore I could just, you know, say them, just because I appreciate this. And what I appreciate is that I went back to them. They were like, "Hey, hey, you keep going up there, you know, like, you never know. They might come back out, and it might only be for a couple seconds. And if you could grab his attention for just a couple seconds, he might want to come over and sign it, because, you know, of course, artists love when their fans own physical media that, you know, that they put out, you know, because it's very important. It helps the band go. Of course, I bought this album off of eBay years ago when I was still doing things like that. This was one of the first albums that I bought when I started seriously collecting vinyl. So anyway, I went to the stage, and there was this guy. I was like, hey, go over there. Go over there's like this emergency exit kind of thing that goes backstage, right next to the stage. It's like on the right side of the stage. He was like, hey, go over there. He might let you in and get it, and so you could get it signed. I wasn't able to get in. I wasn't really trying to. I tried to hand it to somebody in there. So I was like, hey, could you try to get this signed? Because there's a bunch of backstage guys in there. And the guy's like, no, he just left. I'm sorry. And I was about to walk away, but then I went right back and was like, hey, you mean he just left this room, or he left the building? And he was like, I don't know. He just left. I don't know. And then right as we're having that conversation, Mickey Thomas walks like behind him, like, you know, like a few yards away. It's not like, you know, within reach. And I was like, no, he didn't. He turned around and he was like, oh, there he is. And then he took it from me. And then he goes back and he kind of disappears behind a curtain or a wall or something. And meanwhile, the guitarist is standing right there. And once again, not original. I think he's been with them for like 10 or so years now, which is cool. And he is a great guitarist. And I kind of wish I got a picture with him real quick. You know, once again, it's one of those things, coulda, woulda, shoulda. It's not a big deal. I'm happy. I can't complain with how this night turned out anyway. So anyway, he went back there, and I was expecting him to like not be able to find him again, or come back and was like, no, he wouldn't sign it. But I figured, you know, maybe if he noticed it during the concert, then he would. And once again, artists love this shit. I mean, I'm sure they don't really like signing it, but they like seeing their fans have physical shit that they put out at one point in time. So anyway, he did come back, and he was able to get it signed by him. This is Mickey Thomas right here. That's what he looked like in 1987, plus a bunch of filters and distortion, and that's his signature. Yeah, dude, I am so happy with how this night turned out. A great concert. Their t-shirts were a little disappointing. The only thing that was really disappointing about them is that they looked okay, but they didn't have like a tour shirt. You know, they do a lot of like one-off gigs just randomly. So, you know, of course they're not really going to have tour dates for that. But I'm pretty sure this is like part of like a big tour that they're doing. I don't know how big, you know, at least 20 dates probably. It kind of seems like they never really get off the road. They're always kind of on the road. Kind of like Night Ranger and, you know, bands like that. I hope this was entertaining slash educational for some people. I hope you guys got something out of this. Like and subscribe if you did. Especially like. If you don't subscribe, that's okay. I understand. But like, really, just please, it takes less than a second. So does subscribing. But really, just liking, please, if you could, I would really appreciate that. Most of all, thank you for watching this video, if you did. If you didn't, then I'm not talking to you. So, yeah. But anyway, I want to end this conversation. I want to end this conversation. I want to end this video. Thank you to Mickey Thomas for signing my copy of Starship. No Patrol! Or, not No Patrol. No Protection. I started thinking of Night Ranger. I had Night Ranger on my head. Dawn Patrol and No Protection. He made a dirty joke earlier. Seemingly by accident, but it was a dick joke. So it's funny that they have an album called No Protection, because he's telling dick jokes on stage.
So we don't like to listen to ourselves, but this one, I like to pull it out every now and then. And listen to it. I didn't mean for that. I didn't mean for that to come out like it did.
Alright, anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. See you in the next one. I'm seeing Doobie Brothers tomorrow, so hopefully, with Steve Winwood opening up. So maybe I'll, do a review of that. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys later. Steph signing off.